lifting him up with this butterfly hook is going to be a very difficult thing to do. So normally, when people play this half butterfly, again, it's sort of like in between position between the half guard and butterfly guard. So we've got a butterfly hook, we'll keep it quite high, we'll keep it sticky. Most of the time we're not going to be playing with this big distance between us, we'll want some type of upper body connection. So again, like things like this, maybe even 2-on-1s, drags. If I'm playing half guard and he gets to a chest-to-chest position, it's a sensible idea for me to make some frames and insert a half butterfly hook. Yeah, here we're chest to chest, but it's not going to be as bad as regular half guard. Yeah, I'll still have some offensive options. Good things to keep in mind are this cross lat grip. So this can prevent him just cross facing me and getting it easy chest to chest. Again, as he's trying to cross face me, if I keep this cross lat grip and I duck my head, it's going to make cross facing be very, very difficult. Again, I've got the butterfly hook quite high, so hamstring collar around his bottom leg. Some people like the grapevine, that's fine as well. It will generally stop him from just standing. Again, if I'm here, just stand with this leg, it's really easy. If I hit a grapevine, go stand, much harder for him. I normally prefer though just to keep a deep leg curl and keep myself quite close. If we go to lift him with the butterfly hook, it's going to be really difficult, especially if he sits his weight back. I can't really lift him with one butterfly hook very easily, even with the other foot on the ground. But what I can do is I can take my bottom leg and I can move it under his hips. So I can do that with some type of grip, or by just taking this cross lat grip, put the toes on the mat, turn it onto like a heel, and then I'm just going to drag myself underneath him, and I'm going to use my knee to bump him and get into this entry. Yeah. So the heavy lifting isn't done by the butterfly hook, it's done by the bottom leg, kneeing him as I push him away. Yeah. He can also try, as I do that initial sweep, to like float his back leg. Again, he can do that by making his arms heavy, he can do it by making this leg heavy so I can't enter single leg X. So as that happens, I can look for a cross grip on the outside of his knee. Use that to help me invert and go into saddle attacks. If we take a scoop grip, we don't have immediate submissions because when we get up, we're going to land with a scoop grip. If we just leave our hand over, we can straight away go into grips to attack ankle locks and outside heel hooks. With a scoop grip, again, as I do this, I can look to keep it sort of in the pit of my elbow, because here it's going to be very difficult for me to put weight back in. If you make the foot heavy, I'll just lift my elbow, make it heavy, make it for a second. Yeah, it's not going to get put down to the ground. If I take it up to the shoulder, it's very easy for him to put his foot down. So from here, you can keep in that single leg X position. We can take like a near side X guard, and we can use these to help us get stand-up sweeps. If I take this grip and he resists this by taking a crossface, I can use this to start entering into Choi bars. He hits this crossface, and as I reach for the Choi bar, he starts to like extend out. Yeah, I can use that again to try to look to enter the legs. So you've always got that little dilemma at play. And just finishing off those Choi bar options. If I take these grips and he ends up linking his hands, I can look to thread a grip through and take my bottom leg out and throw into Terrico flutters, shoulder locks, and sweep him with that. Other reactions he might give would be taking like an overback grip or trying to grab over the back of the head. Yeah, this will just allow me to enter into an octopus guard. I can proactively set up my octopus guard as well by taking grips like this and feeding through. If I do go for that, and he manages to slip an arm back in, I can look to sit into arm and guillotines. Like toes to the mat and a knock into the head and the elbow, like this, just to open up his position if he's not very proactive in his grip fighting. Just hitting him with a collar tie and folding the elbow in, or taking a grip and pushing him in.